One of the biggest and most important invention done by humans is internet. Internet has changed entire world. One of the best thing about internet is that it has space for everyone. Internet has connected humanity in a way it has never imagined. Internet has everything from good to bad, from legal to illegal. But in today's video, we will be talking about the kind of internet which is hidden from the world, and it contains more than 95% of total volume of internet. Yes, more than 95%. It is called deep web. Whatever internet a common person uses or gets free access to is just less than 5% and is referred as surface web. More than 95% is hidden or protected under a unique key. Under the layer of protection lies the nest of dark activities which are blocked off from rest of the world. Dark web is heaven for illegal and criminal activities. Dark web can be defined as an office for criminals, money launderers, hackers, spies, etc. Dark web can be accessed by common people too if they have unique address of the site. Sounds exciting, right? But should you visit dark web? Well, let's find out. Internet can be divided into three parts. First one is called surface web, which is easily accessible by anyone at any point of time. Example, YouTube, Google, Facebook, etc. It's all part of the World Wide Web. It's very easy to use surface web as it's indexed and simplified by search engines like Google. Surface web could be less than 5%, but when it comes to consumption size, it's way big. Almost everyone uses it on a daily basis. You can search for anything and it's available just in one click. From movies to articles to news to everything is available just in one click. But there are a few things which are not available on surface web, like bank details, personal identification, company details, etc. In such cases, you require personal or specific codes or address to get access to it. This is the world of internet where deep web comes into play. Whatever that is not indexed on surface web is technically present on deep web. Deep web is simply like surface web, but with more privacy and secrecy. Deep web is the biggest portion of internet. The amount of data deep web holds is so massive that technically one person cannot even access in his entire life, even if he has a freedom to access it. Moving further and going more deep, where things are not as big as surface or deep web, but what is present there is simply not accessible by anyone who doesn't have any work there. It's hidden in such a way that everything is encrypted and stays anonymous without any IP address. This makes them completely invisible from the eyes of common internet users. Yes, you guessed it right. This part of internet is called dark web. But the question is, how does this work when everything is available to common internet users? If we understand surface web or even deep web, then we will understand that everything we do there can easily be monitored or tracked. In fact, it does get monitored. This data is sometimes sold to advertisement companies in order to market their products. This has caused massive conflict in the internet world, as many people were not comfortable sharing their data with some unknown person, entity, or company. In order to solve this problem, researchers from Naval Research Laboratory started finding solution for it, and finally they came up with something called onion routing. This concept of onion routing protects any data by covering it with multiple layers of encryption, where innermost layer contains the real message. In easy way, we can say that the data passes through a common route where each layer is removed at each specific point. Just because of onion routing, darknet like Tor, the onion router, can exist. Darknet can be accessed through the software like Tor. Tor looks like a normal internet browser, but it gives you access to various kind of data which are not available to common users. It also keeps your personal identity, data, and even location anonymous. Links to these sites don't look like something which looks normal. They are mixed with alphabets and numbers, which looks weird, and it doesn't end with .com but instead .onion. Once you put the link, you will technically enter into the world of dark web. You will find something like hidden wiki, which consists of hundreds of links to which common users can't get access to. These links contain all illegal stuff like fake passport, guns, stolen credit card, etc. You can buy things on dark web which you cannot buy or would struggle to buy in real world or on surface web. But the question is, how would you buy these things? Well, if you use normal credit card, you'll simply land up in jail. In this case, transactions generally happens with cryptocurrencies as it's close to impossible to track cryptocurrencies. Even in cryptocurrencies, most of the transactions happens through Bitcoin. One of the most common things purchased from darknet is drugs. In 2011, darknet website called Silk Road was established for selling drugs. This site operated for over 2 years until FBI busted this nexus and closed the site in October 2013. During these 2 years of business, Silk Road generated over 9 million Bitcoin. If you sell these Bitcoins when it was at its peak, it'll account to more than $500 billion. Yes, $500 billion in just 2 years, which is more than $700 million each day. Technically speaking, dark web and drugs played significant amount of role in placing Bitcoin where it is today. If you stay out of darknet, does that mean that you're safe? Probably yes, but not 100%. Nowadays, it's not uncommon to see data breach or leak or theft. That's one of the big reasons why people must set a strong password for their activities on internet. But drug business is not the only big thing which take place on dark web. There are many other more dark things which take place on dark web. One can hire a hitman who is ready to kill anyone for just $5,000. However, most of these hitmen are scam, but there are some which are real. You just need to click on the right link to get one. On dark web, human organs are also sold. Legally or illegally, no one knows about it. Child pornography is also a big business on dark web, unfortunately. Have you ever heard of a game called Blue Whale, where you have to perform certain tasks in order to cross the level, and at final level you have to commit suicide? This game got surfaced on surface web for some time, but it was banned after people started dying. Now this game is available on dark web. Concept of Red Room has also gained popularity on dark web, where people get chance to witness live murder, torture, rape, etc. Imagine the mindset of such people who pay to watch these things for their entertainment. These are some of the dark examples of activities which are taking place in dark web on daily basis. The more deeper you go, you'll find more dark stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about on YouTube. It's claimed that only 2,000 to 20,000 websites on dark web provide such services. Rest are all dead or non-functional. However, one cannot take these numbers for granted, as these numbers are just estimations. It's also claimed that only 6% to 7% users of Tor are involved in carrying out such activities or taking such services. Again, these numbers are also just an estimation. More than 50% of funding comes from America and Sweden, and rest from other countries. So the question arises, why governments are not banning such platforms? Well, answer to this question lies in how you see the world of internet. Dark web is the place where there are no rules and no censorship. Dark web gives platform to the people who act as a whistleblower to bring out the truth, as it keeps them anonymous. It also reduces the conflict of privacy and security. Many journalists use this platform for exposing illegal stuff happening around the world. World is mix of both good and evil things. Probably this is the price society has to pay for their freedom, unfortunately. You can visit dark web, but it's just not made for some average person. There are many things happening there which people shouldn't see, and moreover, it's not completely safe to visit such platforms. In my opinion, if you don't know how dark web functions, then it's better for you to stay out of it. By the way, what are your views on dark web? Should dark web be banned or should it be allowed to function? Let us know your views in comment section. And if you liked my video, then please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Until then, stay safe and keep smiling.